season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year, so you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Back to throw, it's Gage. Got his man in the middle. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll crank up this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's got to make a statement today.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give on the inside.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Gage. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Off the play fake on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Michigan.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's got the back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Dead center perfect. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you... have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. running back searching for a hole. There he goes! And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. On the ground, it's Otis. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose. And it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Looking to throw, it's Gage. With the catch, it's Woods. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Otis. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
The Vols didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Setting up for the extra point that will put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arkansas State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've settled for field goals on each of their last 2 drives, and if they want to win this thing, they better find a way to get it into the end zone. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open.
A shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Gage. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Plows through the defense. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. To the air, it's Gage. Can't meet the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
The Volunteers will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got his 1st down and more. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. To the air, it's Gage. Wide out trying to get it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
You always want to take some momentum into halftime. That's exactly what they did. How about the touchdown late in the first half? Now a chance to take the lead with the extra point. All the momentum, all the juice, all the feel-good going right to this offense.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's moving out of the pocket. Snags it down the right side. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Vols will boot away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Michigan offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that, checked it down, or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary, guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double-team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Woods. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, it's Otis. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The inside handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They're facing a 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Gage. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Big guy smells it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defense, they've looked really good with their backs against the wall. When they get down in their own end defensively in the red zone, they really just seem to tighten up, and you saw it there on that.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Surging forward on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse. Turning it on! He's inside the 40. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Michigan.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Gage. That's caught. It's Otis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
And take my matchups I like. You're going to play man-to-man. Who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as corners and covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick strike complete. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
Territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Gage. Pulls it in, it's Woods.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him, he's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Volunteers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. On the move. Runs through the tackle. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Gage. He makes a grab. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Slams it ahead. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. First and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to fire. Touchdown ball! And they moved out front here in the fourth.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Michigan offense back on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Still on his feet at the 40. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The running back has it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Breaks into the open. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
When you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Precision blocking up front,
pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Charlotte. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Gage. Got the back over the middle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Finds a spot in the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll try the left side. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
And the Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
The Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Looking for a man. It's Gage. Right on the money. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Otis. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. How much much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.